Today, for the first time in history, the House of Representatives passed a joint resolution under the War Powers Act to rebuke American involvement in the war in Yemen, including support for Saudi Arabia. Sen. Bernie Sanders, who sponsored the resolution which passed the Senate in March, said of the historic House passage, "Finally, the U.S. Congress has reclaimed its constitutional authority over matters of war and peace. For the first time in our history, a war powers resolution passed the House and Senate and made it to the President's desk. Finally, the U.S. Congress has reclaimed its constitutional authority over matters of war and peace." As Sanders' speechwriter David Sirota noted, the Vermont senator now boasts unparalleled foreign policy credentials. Sanders is first lawmaker in American history to successfully invoke the War Powers Act and the only 2020 candidate to vote against the Iraq War. For the millions veterans who fought in that war and their family members, the impact of that vote cannot be understated. In light of the House passage of Senator Sanders' War Powers Act resolution, Veterans for Bernie Sanders issued following statement: "Senator Sanders has a track record that goes back over 50 years. He is the only candidate who remains consistent throughout his career. Sanders has an uncanny ability to reach across ideological and party divides to push an agenda that is for the people, not the special interests that have led us into perpetual war. What we have seen since the all-volunteer force came into being is decades of secretive, unconstitutional wars that have been perpetuated by the inability of Congress or the POTUS to stand up to the powerful military-industrial complex." Senator Sanders brings forth a common-sense agenda that has enabled him to work with Republicans, Democrats, and everyone in between to successfully invoke the War Powers Act of 1973 to rein in an over-empowered POTUS. He is the only candidate who has challenged Trump in the halls of power and come out victorious.